Hey moviegoers, Dimitri Panos here with another episode of the CineScope, movies under a new lens. In this episode, I will be putting the movie Him under the CineScope. Well, Him is two movies, and unfortunately, neither one is very good. On the one hand, Him wants to be a commentary on mass market sports culture, specifically football. To what lengths will a person go to be the best? And what will that person sacrifice to do so? And what happens when the athlete's identity is just being a commodity? And what would that person do to acquire fame? Sign a deal with the devil? Well, that's the other movie that is Him. Cameron Cade is a rising star quarterback. His prospects in the upcoming combine are very, very promising. His dreams of playing for his hometown team, the team he grew up watching with his father, the team of his hero quarterback, the GOAT Isaiah White, the San Antonio Saviors. Well, on the eve of the combine, Cam is viciously attacked by an unhinged fan. He suffers a potentially career-ending head injury until an unexpected lifeline is thrown Cam's way. That lifeline being his football hero, Isaiah White. He calls Cam and says he's considering retirement, and he offers to train Cam to be his replacement. Well, Cam can't pass that offer up, so he heads out to Isaiah's isolated training compound. He gives up his cell phone, all rights to talk to his family, fiancé, and friends, and he agrees to do whatever it takes to become the greatest. And it's here that Him tonally changes. As Cam's training progresses, Isaiah's coaching begins to take a sinister turn, one that causes Cam physical and psychological pain. Cam must decide to either leg it out or leave. The words of his late father echo through his head: no guts, no glory. Writer-director Justin Tipping chooses style over substance. Him is flashy to the point of pretentiousness. With almost every hit, characters are turned into walking x-rays with color contrast. The impact visually detailed, so I was able to see brains rattle and synapses firing off, muscles stretching to absorb the blows. It was kind of cool the first time we watch it, but then it became distracting after seeing it time and time again. Tipping, obviously proud of his visual acuity, well, he neglects narrative. Because there is a message or messages trying to get out, but they're stuck in a quagmire of indecision and inexperiencing balancing genres. Well, what do I mean by that? Horror can be used to great effect to state a theme. Most recently, let's say Sinners is a perfect example of that. It uses horror to show class, race prejudice, and while spotlighting how music is a part of history's fabric. And Him had all the elements. All one need do is recognize the significance of the relationship between athlete and fan, the almost cult-like behavior of football fans in watching hours upon hours of modern-day gladiatorial matches, many transfixed to a screen, whether it be a television or a smartphone, and many only invested in a game because of the bets they've made on individual players. What can I say? The material is all there. And Him barely scratches the surface. The allegory lost in its make a deal with the devil hokum. Marlon Wayans as Isaiah and Tyreek Withers as Cam, well, they both deliver good and strong performances. Tyreek Withers portrays Cam with an innocence. He just wants to be great at the sport he loves. He wants to be great is Cam's pureness corruptible. Withers plays the tug-of-war of Cam's ethics very well. Marlon Wayans goes from inspirational fun to psychopath almost too easy. Wayans is very good in the role. He plays Isaiah as a charismatic leader with an undercurrent of crazy. And in one scene, there's a hint of regret for signing the contract deal. Both Marlon Wayans and Tyreek Withers are worth watching. Unfortunately, they're all that's worth watching in this movie because him never makes any impactful statements, nor is it scary. Being it's produced by Jordan Peele and his Monkey Paw production company, I expected better. And speaking of Jordan Peele, how could I neglect Get Out? Because that's another fantastic example of how horror can be topical, have something to say, and scare the bejesus out of you. Him is nothing like that. But I'm going to give him 2 stars for the 2 stars of the movie. If you're planning on seeing him, maybe you should call an audible and see someone or something else. Well, that's my review for this episode. Please let me know what you thought of him. And like and subscribe to the CineScope channel. And if you do comment, I will write back. I love to have good dialogue about movies. There are more movies in the days and weeks ahead that I will be discussing right here on the CineScope, so please come back. And in the meantime, I will see you at the movies.